Please be seated. Once again, let us quickly gather our thoughts, recollect the kindness of the Triple Jewels and the kindness of the teacher. So with a full gratitude in heart, let us place our palms together to request Geshe to turn the view of Dharma according to the well wishes and capacities of the students. Geshe, kindly give us the teaching.
Okay, I learned that Venerable Anil Hagila and Yuri Prosk. Yes, Venerable Hagila and Yuri Prosk. Two of them, Anil Hagila birthday today? Today, and Yuri Prosk birthday tomorrow. So, so both of them like to put their contributions together and offer something to all the participants of the retreat. So let us congratulate both of them on their birthday. The happy birthday, both of you. Okay, thank you, Venerable Hagila and Yuri Prosk. May all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas bless you too on a birthday. Okay, yes. Thank you, thank you.
Спасибо большое. Мне очень приятно сегодня провести день своего рождения среди вас. Всего вам прекрасного, всего. Я очень рада, что сегодня нахожусь среди вас. И мне это очень приятно. Никогда не думала, что буду отмечать свой день рождения среди буддистов. Но так получилось, что я сегодня здесь. Поэтому я вам желаю всего хорошего, чтобы долгая жизнь была, и все ваши желания исполнились. И, Geshe, спасибо огромное за ваше поздравление, за ваше внимание. Всего хорошего.
Anil Hagila saying that she is extremely happy, extremely pleased, and feeling extremely joyful to celebrate her birthday with all of us, with you, Venerable Geshe, and with all the retreat participants. And she has never imagined before that she could celebrate her birthday in the Buddhist setting, within the Buddhist friends, Dharma friends, and therefore she feels extremely joyful, and she wishes all of us good health, long life, and that all our wishes be fulfilled spontaneously. Thank you.
Всем спасибо большое за поздравление. Лучший подарок для меня на это день рождения – это ваше учение, Geshe. Спасибо большое.
I'm also very thankful for all of you, and the very best gift for me is your teachings, Venerable Geshe.
Okay, thank you so much. And as always, we will, in connection with the birthday celebration, the 90th birthday anniversary of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and the birthday celebration of Venerable Hagila and Mr. Yuri Prosk. So let us pray that the whole world will become a happier world, more meaningful world, more sensible, where the teachings of the Buddha, the universal compassion bodhicitta, and the wisdom of emptiness thrive in the minds of all sentient beings. So all the miseries will stop and the happiness expand to infinity. Let's pray for that. So with this mind, let us invoke all the blessings of all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and visualize your two parents, all of our members and the children, and every sentient being in the whole universe, including those who pass away, who are in the hospital, who are going through all forms of miseries. Let's pray for them, include them in our practice. With this mind, let's recite the following verse together. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sanye choda soge chonam lo chancho pardo dane gyalso che age jinso gebe sonam ge chola benjire sanye jubara isho sanye choda soge chonam dane gyalso che dage jinso gebe sonam ge chola benjire sanye jubara isho sanye chola chanjo bardo dane gyabzo che dage jinso gebe sonam ge chola benjire sanye jubara isho om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetum te sham data gato hevatat te sham jayo nirodha evam bhati mahashramanaya swaha om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum te sham datha gato hevatat te sham chayo nirodha evam bhati mahashram om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum te sham datha gato hevatat te sham chayo nirodha evam bhati mahashramanaya swaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation causes as well as taught by the great seer. Okay, so today is a little bit of digression because that I'm not too sure how many of us will meet again. This meeting, of course, this is purely karmic connection, and we never know when we will meet next. Okay, so because of that, one thing which I'd like to share with you is about the, let's say, idol worship. Idol worship. So there are many traditions where idol worship is not discouraged, idol worship is discouraged, and where some traditions where idol worship is done. And then in Buddhism, what is that? So this is just for information. It has nothing to do with what is right, what is wrong. Just, say what is this standpoint in Buddhism with respect to the idol worship. This is what I'd like to share with you. So basically it can be understood on two levels from Buddhist perspective, and I cannot speak on behalf of the other traditions. That is, they will explain. I'm nobody. I'm the wrong person. But for Buddhism, we can explain this on two levels. On two levels, it's not that Buddhism is right and others wrong, others right, Buddhism. This has nothing to do with that. It's about your well-being. Let's not forget it. It's about your well-being. So as such, that needs to be understood on two levels. One is in a very secular level, and the other one the higher level. So in a secular context, secular context meaning, say, in a common sense, on the level of the common sense, it is, for example, say, once I was in Israel, and then my host, he had some problem with the water pipeline, and the plumber came. And plumber happened to have visited Thailand and saw many Buddha statues. So the plumber, he identified me with Buddhist or Thai, because as a Buddhist monk. Then what he told me is that, you worship statue. And I could figure out what he's going to say. And and his English is also not good. But he says something. You pray statue. And then finally, I said, yes. Then he said, but it's stone. Stone will not give you food. It's a metal, it will not give you food. Okay, so this is where, if you see the statue as a stone or as a metal, what he said is 100% correct. Say, don't pray to this wood. Don't pray to this wood. Don't pray to this key. Right? Don't pray to this metal. So if you treat that as a metal or a stone, what he said is perfectly correct. Then what I told him is that, do you keep the photograph of your mom and dad? He said, yes. The photograph is not your dad, not your mom. It's a paper. Why are you keeping it? You want to keep your dad and mom in your pocket, not the paper. Paper is not your dad and mom. I told him. Then he said, he was thinking, yes, this is true. This is not dad and mom. It's a paper, but it's so close to me. Why? This paper reminds you of your dad and mom. You know that this is not your dad and mom. You know that. You know that. The statue is not Buddha. Statue is not Aritara, nothing. The metal is not Buddha. The stone is not Buddha. We know that. But through this, it connects us to the Buddha. Through this metal, through this piece of paper, it reminds you of your own dad and mom. Through this Buddha statue, of the stone, metal, whatever, it reminds us of the Buddha's qualities. What is important is for us to learn the qualities. It's a constant reminder for us. For example, every religion has some form of beads. These like beads, rosaries. What is this? It's a reminder. Recite whatever mantra you're reciting. The Muslim mantras, Hindu mantras, Christians, Buddhists, Jews, everyone. You have your own something to recite. So it's a reminder. So likewise, the stones and the metals, it has nothing to do with worship. But this shape reminds us, I should be kind. I should cultivate my wisdom. So these are the reminders. So just think of the photograph of your child. For example, in the wars, the soldiers, they know that they may die. They may die. And then what they carry with them? They carry with them family photos. And don't say that this is a piece of paper. Don't carry this. Don't say that. This is emotionally so important for the soldier. This is a picture of the wife. This is a picture of the parents. This is a picture of the children. It's so precious for them. It's a piece of paper. It's not the parents. It's not the children. But this reminds, it connects This photograph connects the child, connects the soldier to his family, which is so precious. We cannot underestimate this. We cannot undermine that. So therefore, for those people who feel the value of the Buddha's compassion, kindness, wisdom, and so forth, so they should be connected with them. So that connection for the ordinary people like us, these are the mediums, the statues, these are the mediums, the books, statues, these are the mediums to connect. We are not really saying, oh, this stone is Buddha, this metal is Buddha. No, just on the secular context, more on a common sense understanding. So then on the higher level, even these Buddhas can be consecrated, which means that actually the Buddha can possess these statues. Then it is no more statue. Is a real Buddha there. For example, like, say, the people who don't believe in idol worship. These people, they're actually a bunch of atoms. And then some atoms, they clap like this, and sound comes out. How are you? And then the other person, bunch of atoms, again, some atoms combine and says, I'm fine. It's just a bunch of atoms. And stone is also a bunch of atoms. And each bunch of atoms that we have, they can speak. Why not the stones? What's the problem? We're also a bunch of atoms. We're nothing special. The electrons, protons that make us, and the electrons which make the stone. What's the difference? There's no difference. So therefore, that is on the higher level. So because the basic constitution is the same, where your karma and the blessings of Buddha, when they combine together, then even these statues, they can talk. There are many anecdotes. This is on a higher level. On the common sense or the ordinary level, we cannot talk about these things. That is on the higher level. For the common people, this is more to the explain based on the common sense that the photograph. Just think of these soldiers who are risking their life, going to the wars with a photograph of their family. Don't forget it. So this photograph is not the family. It connects them to the family. So these statues, for the ordinary people, these are the things. We are not worshipping the stone. We are not worshipping the metal. We are worshipping the entity which this stone and the metal represents. Let's not forget it. Okay, so this is about the idol worship. So therefore, idol, if you understand idol as just a statue, this is not what the Buddhists worship. Buddhists worship the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, which these statues represent. For example, the soldiers, they're not attached to the paper. They're attached to the family which this paper represents. This is where, these are the common sense. Okay, so the next important question that I came to get is, we talk about we started a class with, day one we started class with, anyone with one question? What's the purpose of life? So for that, what is life? This is a serious question. To know what's the purpose of life, we need to know what life is. This is a big question. This is discussed in the very serious scriptures, philosophical texts. So what is life? This is discussion. So they say, so first of all, what we suggest here is that what the text says is one thing, and then alongside, parallel to that, what is important for us to do is that, okay, I too have a life. What is this life? You have a life. You have a life, and think about it, what this life is. So ordinary people, we don't ever think about these things. We take for granted. And when we think about it, then it becomes so scattered, and you cannot pinpoint to that. Like air. But then what is the air? So scientifically we say something, but otherwise for ordinary people who have no exposure to science, yes, we cannot deny the air, but what is the air? So these are the areas. So therefore, what is life? They say ordinary people cannot really articulate it. What is life? This is very complex. Man, this is so important. Life is so precious. Says somebody becomes lifeless. Lifeless. So people deliberately try to keep the life fresh. so the person doesn't die, doesn't become lifeless body. So there's life there. That what is that life? This is a question. This is a very serious question. It's not a small question. It's a big question discussed by the various philosophers. So in Acharya Vasubandhu's text, Acharya Vasubandhu's text, it says in Tibetan, the text Abhidhamma Kosh, it says, Tseni soyin tödani namshe tenkang yimbao. This is the two lines explaining what the life is. Tseni soyin tödani namshe tenkang yimbao. It says that, what is the question? What is life? It says life is a force, it's the energy within us which sustains the heat and the mind or the consciousness. Is the entity which sustains, is the entity of force, entity of energy which sustains the heat and the consciousness. Consciousness here doesn't mean the cosmic consciousness so forth, it's your mind. What is life? Life is the entity of energy. It's the entity of energy which sustains heat, and consciousness. Okay, so within us, the moment says somebody, okay, how many of you, particularly I would say the elders, you have that experience. The younger ones, you don't really know, but it is like elders. The elders who have seen death many times. Okay, how many of you have seen the death in front of your eyes? Presents? Okay. Oh, even the younger ones, I usually never saw. Yes. And Geshe, seen, not seen? Yes. Okay. So Omar, seen. Seen, not seen? Kate, seen. Katerina? Oh, many times. Chanjula? Yes. Mathia? Okay. Okay, so, let's say the youngest one, let's say Dejana. She's the youngest, except for these two girls. Seen, no seen? Huh? Once. Scary? Huh? Yes. What age you saw that? 15. The first time I've seen the more like after the person died, a schoolboy passed away, and I think I was around 13 or 14. Okay, so what I'm saying is that, say, the elders who are more taking the responsibility in the family or wherever, so when the body starts to become cold, then you take that as an indication of the person is dying. When the body is becoming cold, then you try to, Julia's there? Okay, so the medically it is known as resuscitation. Try to revive, try to keep the energy, resuscitate. Press the heart like this, so that the heart continues to work, and when the body heat disappears, which means the consciousness leaving the body is going to lifeless. Body is going to become lifeless. You can get, so therefore the doctor try to resuscitate. That is, keep the heart moving. So the resuscitation, where the body, the heat disappears, means body becomes cold, means the consciousness leaving the body. So energy is the life force, or the entity of the force, entity of the energy, which sustains. So for example, touch your body. There's a warmth there. This warmth, and the warmth, and alongside warmth, there is the consciousness. Your mind is there. So this heat gradually disappears, means it's not good. It's not good. And some people, they have very cold body. You're getting it? Cold body, still you have the heat. Still you have the heat. It's not that it's totally cold, you still have the heat. But when it really becomes like a metal, like wood or the metal, then your consciousness is leaving. You're getting it? That is happening. The body becomes lifeless, no life. So life is the entity of energy which sustains the heat, which sustains the body heat and consciousness. This is how the life is explained. Okay, good. Okay, good. So with this in mind, now we're going to do the bodhicitta. You're getting it? Thus far what we did, we created a great platform, or the background required for our bodhicitta practice. So now it becomes easy for us. I'll tell you one thing, that all our problems, what is said is that this is the metaphorically speaking, all our problems, this is like the sound of a clap. Sound of a clap, and the sound of a clap should necessarily come into being by the two hands coming together. So likewise, so what happens is that the one hand symbolizing external factors, for example, like, who was that? Jimela, your full name? Jimedwala. Jimedwala said, of the other school children, the seniors bullying. Seniors bullying. There is external or internal? External factors. Then, who's bullied? I am bullied. Something is inside. What is that? Internal factors. You're getting it? External, the seniors bullying, that itself is, technically speaking, misperception of the seniors bullying us. That is external factor, not just the seniors. You're getting it? Seniors bullying per se is not the external factor. What is the real external factor is misperception of the seniors bullying you as objectively real. That is external factor. But in a loose sense, we can say the seniors bullying you is the external factor, and then the internal factor is there. So what are the internal factors? Broadly speaking, two internal factors. Now it's easy for us. What are the internal factors? Broadly speaking, two internal factors. One is ignorance and the other one is selfishness. One is ignorance and one is selfishness. So when I say selfishness, this word is too gross. Say, for example, if somebody describes, oh, you're going to have a new staff, your colleague. A new staff is going to join as your colleague, and he is selfish. Would you be happy, not happy? Very unhappy. You're getting it? So selfishness, this is a very gross word. It's a very gross word, but in actuality, there are subtler levels of selfishness. And for example, let's say that, in other words, I don't know, there can be Buddhas here. We never know. There can be Buddhas here, right? Particularly, I know there are two. Who are they? Who are these two who already saw emptiness directly? Huh? No, there's third one. That is Buddha for Katerina. That is Katerina's Buddha. Okay, who are the two? No, there are two Buddhas, not that. No, there are two. You and?
Hello.
Okay, Katerina and Anna. Right?
Geshe, it's I made them Buddhas. They're Buddhas because of me. Because my translation was a little slow and they raised their hands in not the right time.
Okay, your translation is very slow and precise.
We have a new course now.
Okay, good. So which means that you two are still not Buddhas. But that's good. Then now we have only one Buddha. Right? So we call it Katerina Buddha. Okay, so what I'm saying is that let me be very precise. So to be very honest, we never know, who amongst us they can be Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. We never know. For example, if you go to ask His Holiness, Your Holiness, are you a Buddha? He will say no. Are you a Bodhisattva? He will say no. You're getting it? Simply because the other person said, I'm not, doesn't mean that he's not. Simply because the other person says, yes, I'm the biggest Buddha. Right? Doesn't mean anything. You never know who the Buddha is, who is. You are the best person. Only when you are realized, when you reach the Gate, Paragate, when you reach the Paragate level, you will see who the other Paragates are. And you will see who the other Gate are. You don't know who the other Parasangad, you don't know. You're getting it? When you reach the Parasangade, you know who the Parasangadis are, your colleagues, and who the Paragade are, who are Gate. You know the juniors. You don't know your seniors. You getting it? Only when you become a Buddha, then you will know everything. Who are the Buddhas, who are non-Buddhas, you see everything. Otherwise, for ordinary people like us, there's no way by which. So therefore, the best thing is, don't really backbite anyone. Stop backbiting anyone. We never know who is a Buddha, who is not a Buddha, who is a Bodhisattva. We never know. And in the process, if you ever backbite somebody, baselessly, particularly out of anger, particularly out of trying to demean the other person, if the other person happens to be a Bodhisattva or a Buddha, you accumulate enormous amount of negative karma. Whereas, if you see that something is wrong happening, which can be very destructive for other people, you have to speak up. Not out of anger. Speak up for the benefit of the to protect the people and to protect the Dhamma. You have to speak up. But not out of anger. Not out of anger. And for no reasons, just try to see, this person has this mistake, that person has this mistake, that person has this. This is not a business. You're getting it? As long as the person does not really create problem in the community, doesn't create problem in the community. For example, let's say somebody eats extra cheesecake. So addicted to cheesecake, what's the problem? Let him eat. You're getting it? And whereas if you can say something and the other person will listen to you, then say something, help the other person. Oh, it's not good, it increases your cholesterol, it's not good for your heart, it's not good for your blood pressure, it's not good. You say something out of kindness, out of compassion, and the person's listening to you. That's very good. If there's no way by which the person will listen to you, and then you try to so like your job is to BBC. You know what is BBC? British Broadcasting, right? Your job is just BBC. Oh, this person eats cheesecake so much, this person eats cheesecake. This is not your job. Manage your self-grasping, manage self-centered attitude. You have a huge job there with you. Right? Stop your tears. First, stop your tears. Whereas if there are people whose conduct can be very destructive for other people, you have to speak up. You have to speak up. Not out of anger, out of concern for the person and out of concern for the Dhamma and the community. That's very important. Good. Okay. So with this in mind, what I'm saying is that whenever we go through problems, two factors involved, external factors, internal factors, and then the people who work to get rid of the external factors, they are not so wise. But external factors, try to be smart to know what are the external factors which are creating problems. You have to know that. Try to minimize that. Don't expect the external factors to stop completely. You're getting, I'm telling you, I'm telling myself. Don't expect that all external factors will be stopped completely and one day the whole world will be beautiful. It'll never happen. But those people who work on, while being smart to stop the external factors to the best you can, meanwhile manage your internal factors, these are the wise people. Okay, how many of you want to be wise? Raise hands. I'm not asking how many of you are wise. This is not my question. My question is, how many of you want to be wise? Raise hands. How many of you do not care about being wise? Raise hands. Diamond. Those people who find diamond, these are wise. Hey, Lily Diamond. Lily Diamond, you want to look for, you want to be wise to see what is diamond, what is not diamond?
Yes.
That's wise. So you want to be wise. Okay, good. Now let me check. If you really going, okay, I want to become wise means you have to put effort to become wise. I'll check that. Are you ready? I'm going to check whether you're very serious with your aspiration. What is that aspiration? To be wise. I'll check. Ready? Okay, Dorji ready? Dorji already wise, I know. Okay. Anila. Your name? Anila, right? Anila. Anila. Anila, when wise, you must become wise. Because you are a judge. Yes, you're already wise, I know. Okay, so let's see how many are really wise or how many really are serious wanting to be wise. Let me check. Okay, let's do a mathematical solution. Mathematical problem. So it's easy. Okay, including the two girls, Pamela and where is a little girl? Kaya here. Kaya and Pamela both. You also do this exercise. All of us do the exercise. Exercise is plus and minus. Plus and minus, numbers less than 5. Numbers less than 5, plus and minus. Ready? Okay. All mentally. Don't write anything down. All mentally. Put everything down. Raise your hands up. Okay, good. Okay, good. Don't touch your pens. Okay. The first, do the calculation. Do the calculation. And Gayatri Rama, do the calculation. Do the calculation. Do everything mentally. Only when I ask you what is the answer, you tell me. Till that point, do everything mentally. You getting it? Okay. 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 minus 2 plus 3. What's the answer? Yes. Amazing. Wow. Yes. That's amazing. Okay. Today is Anil Hakilas and Hagiswar and Hagila's answer. 10.
У меня 10 получилось, но я древнее.
10. 10, very good. What's the answer? 10, very good. Okay. Now, let us do the same thing again. I promise, is again plus minus, numbers less than 5. Numbers less than 5. Ready? Okay. So for this, maybe Russian. The Russian, you know the numbers in English? Yes. You know, all the Russians, you know the numbers? Okay. If you know the number, just follow in English. If you don't know the number, then follow the translation. Okay, ready? 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 2 minus 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2. Okay, don't laugh. You are disturbing other people. Don't disturb. Okay, just do it mentally and tell me answer only when I ask you what is answer. Till that point, you do it everything mentally. Ready? Priya, ready? And the two girls ready? Okay. 4 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 minus 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 3. What's the answer? What's the answer? Okay, let's do one thing. In the first case, you gave me the correct answer. In the second case, you did not give me the correct answer. Why you cannot give the correct answer to me in the second case? Okay, raise hands. Okay, Daria, tell me what's the reason why. Okay, how many agree with Daria that I said it too fast? Raise hands. Raise hands. Very good. Thank you. Yes, I said it fast? Yes. Where's Kaya this drama? Kaya? Okay, good. So now let's say that I said it too fast. Me saying too fast is external factor, internal factor? External factor. And your brain works very slow, is external factor, internal factor? Is it true that I said fast? Is it true that your brain works slow? Both are equally responsible, but you blamed me. You did not blame yourself. You're getting it? You do not blame yourself. You blame the external factors. You do not blame the internal factors, while both are equally responsible. You're getting it? So therefore, the point is that those people who blame the external all the time, this is wise or unwise? Unwise. You're getting it? So those people who raise hands and said, I want to be wise, you are not too serious. You're getting it? Okay, so now the point is that from this exercise, what we learn is that there are two factors, external factors, internal factors. Meanwhile, while not neglecting the external factors, you make sure that the external factors, including external factors like, so not having diamond is the issue. Yes, Lily diamond, not having diamond is a problem. It's an external factor. So there are multiple external factors, and external factors not to be ignored. Don't ignore external factors. You getting it? His Holiness the Dalai Lama is extremely practical. So some people say that, oh, you have a problem, this purely internal, purely internal, purely internal. And many of these people, they don't understand. Who say this, till they themselves get into problem. Till that point, they attend such retreats, or internal, they learn something, they heard something internal, external. I say internal, your problem is, you should think properly, it's just internal. To say this very easy, but in reality it's not that easy. You getting it? Only when you get into this problem and still you think it's internal, that is amazing. Otherwise, to say something to somebody else is very easy. So, Buddha's mind, and external and internal, His Holiness the Dalai is extremely practical. His Holiness. His Holiness, for example, I'm talking about this diamond. His Holiness says that Tibetan people, Tibetans, they have so many gods, god of wealth. They do puja of god of wealth all the time. There's not a single millionaire. His Holiness, look. His Holiness never said that, oh, God of wealth is good, internal. No, His Holiness was very practical. He said that we spend a lot of money, right? And telling God of wealth, please give me money, please bring money. And the Tibetans, there's not a single millionaire. Whereas the other people, they never even, not even for a single day, they do, puja, wealth, God of wealth. But there are so many billionaires. So therefore, this His Holiness says that this is something is questionable, whether these gods really work or not. You're getting it? Gods work or not, or yourself. Yeah, it's in both ways. It's not just the wealth, God of wealth only, but yourself. So what we need to know is that all our problems are because of the external factors and internal factors. External factors, they are innumerable in number, but don't neglect to take care of the external factors. For example, like, say, to go to a faraway distant place, go well prepared. What are the things you require? Take with them. Don't say that it's just external factor, internal factors are main. external factors. Take utmost care. But it doesn't mean that solve the external factors and all the problems will be solved. No, that's never true. External factors, they're too innumerable that you cannot get rid of the external factors completely. For example, say one example that I give, which happens to us so many times, is that, say, you have a neighbor. A neighbor is very complicated. A neighbor throws garbage next to your door every day. Sometimes it happens. The neighbor throws garbage to your door. And you feel yourself, how I wish that this neighbor would vacate the place, how I wish that this. You always dream that this neighbor vacates so that I'll be very free. Or how many have a problem with the neighbor, to be very honest, raise hands. Yes, you're going to get some severe problems. And you wish that, so that my room will be very clean, my door will be very clean. And then, after a few days, you heard that from your landlord, you heard that your neighbor is going to move. What will you feel? What's your name? Jimala's friend? Semyi Jokar. Semyi Joma. What do you feel? Finally, all right. And the landlord is not getting money. So landlord will bring another tenant, right? Another tenant. And the tenant not only throws garbage next to the door, Sundays play loud music. Sunday is the only day you can have extra sleep. And now you cannot sleep. And then you will miss the earlier neighbor. You will miss the earlier neighbor. You're getting it? Oh, that earlier neighbor is so nice. He let me sleep so soundly. Now just look at this. So no, what is that? No etiquette. Playing loud music early in the morning. So you'll miss the earlier neighbor. You're getting it? So thinking of removing the external factors, it is impossible to get rid of the external factors completely. But try your best to don't neglect your external factors. Try your best to remove the external factors as much as possible. Meanwhile, wise people will think of removing the internal factors completely. Internal factors, how many are there? 2. What are they? Ignorance and self-grasping ignorance. What is it? Ignorance and self-centered attitude of selfishness. So when you talk about selfishness, this word seems very gross. It's so gross. But we all have some degree of selfishness. Okay, let me just brush aside that they can possibly be some bodhisattvas, amisas, no doubt. But keep that aside for the time being, and let's say that say we all have some degree of selfishness. Okay, just imagine. Tell me. How many of you think, because we don't know. Day one you were born, we don't remember that. But we had the experience of day one we were born, but we don't remember that. Day one we are born, how many of you think you must have cried? Raise hands. How many think you must have cried? How many of you think you must have cried? Okay, if you don't know that, I may not have cried, who knows, right? If you don't cry, somebody will slap you. You're getting it? To make you cry, so that you will breathe. You're getting it? But when you cry, oh, I should cry so that I can breathe. No, you cry because of this selfishness. Somebody slapped me, I'm cold, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry. This selfishness triggered the person to cry. You're getting it? The selfishness is there, some degree of selfishness there. And in the conventional world, till the selfishness hits 50% and more, you will be treated as a normal person. When the selfishness hits beyond 50, then people will describe you as a selfish. Otherwise, we all have some degree of selfishness. And that selfishness is the one which attracts all the miseries. You getting it? So therefore, there are 2 internal factors. Ignorance, particularly self-grasping ignorance, and selfishness. These 2 other factors combined together attracts all the miseries. You're getting it? Okay, now let me summarize whatever we've learned thus far in the form of very simple, the example, and then we'll move to bodhicitta. So selfishness, what is the opposite of bodhicitta? From what you have, what you think. What's the opposite of bodhicitta? Huh? What is the opposite of bodhicitta? What do you think? Okay, the Sammy is saying ignorance. Anyone else? Yes. Egoism. Yes, egoism. Anyone else? What is the opposite of sati? What is the opposite of bodhicitta? Chanchula? Hatred. Dasala? Self-centered attitude. Anyone else? Okay, we have several options. They're all good. They're all correct. Now, say, bodhicitta is the one. Do you agree with me? Bodhicitta, although you don't exactly know what is bodhicitta, but from what we have described all these few days, bodhicitta has you get an impression that bodhicitta is the one which embraces everybody else. Yes? Which embraces, not reject. Whereas hatred, egoism, selfishness, these push others away from you. Yes? These push others away from you, and the bodhicitta embraces. So embracing and pushing, these two are contradictory, opposites. You agree? Good. Okay, so now let me give you, say, a simple example. Okay, let us be very honest. How many of you likes to go for shopping? Be very honest. Semi, are you sure? I've seen you in this select city many times. City walk. Tell me how many times you went to city walk? Huh? And she says, I don't like shopping. And he says, in the shopping mall, endless time. You're getting it? Okay. So Lily Diamond, you like?
Yes, sure. I live nearby mall. I'm in mall every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Okay, good. Okay, look. Okay, Lily, remember what I'm saying. Whenever you step into the shopping mall, remember what I'm saying. You're getting it? What I'm going to say now, you remember that. All of us. But every time you go to the shopping mall, think of what I'm sharing with you now. Think of that. Okay. So, you are in Deer Park in your room, and it's already 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever, then you go to bed. You're not in shopping mall. You're not in shopping mall. You fall asleep. You getting it? Asleep. And then you start dreaming. And then you dream of. So dream means somebody has to create the dream. Somebody has to create the dream. What creates the dream? Your mind creates the dream. And dream of going into, okay, Samye Dharma, right? Saying that I don't like shopping and going to the city walk. And in the dream is a shopping mall, big, maybe the biggest shopping mall in Delhi. Is it?
Yeah, one of the biggest.
One of the biggest. Okay, what is the biggest one? Ambience. Oh, I did not know that. I didn't hear that. Okay, it's fine. So let's say that Simi, how many times you went to the ambience? Many times. Okay. And she doesn't like shopping. She goes every time. Okay. So let's say that you're in the bed and you start dreaming of ambience shopping mall. Ambience. Ambience. Ambience or ambience? What is the spelling? Why not ambience? Andrew, what is you? No, the Andrew, which country? Australia. Ambience or ambience?
Either, either.
Huh? Okay, Kate. Oh, yes, Kate, tell me. Ambience. The Omar. Ambience. Okay. In American English? Yes. Ambience. Australian? Ambience. Pamela? ambience, 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 ambience. Okay, now the American is flexible. Ambience to ambience. Within few seconds it becomes ambience. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, ambience. Okay, Semyodama. Say you are sleeping. All of us, we're sleeping. And we then dream of. So what if the shopping mall close to you, right? There's an ambience or silver. And they say, this dream shopping mall, who created this? Your mind created, dreaming mind created this. You're getting it? So, dreaming mind created the shopping mall, right? And then who goes there? Self-centered attitude goes there to the shopping. Who created the shopping mall? Self-grasping ignorance, the dream of ignorance, the sleep of the ignorance creates the shopping mall. You understand? And who goes there? The self-centered attitude is a shopper. Goes there, Semyodama walks, says, I don't like shopping, and goes there. You get it? And then you say, go there. Oh, I like this, I don't like this. Shopping is done by the self-centered attitude. And who created the shopping mall? Self-grasping ignorance creates the shopping mall. This slip of ignorance creates the shopping mall. You agree? Slip of ignorance creates the dream shopping mall. You agree, not agree? And somebody goes there to do the shopping. I want this, I don't want this, I want Chanel, I want Gucci, right? So this person goes there to do the shopping. Yes? Pale? Yes? Yeah. So, well, who's that? I want this, I don't want this. Self-centered attitude is doing the shopping. You get it? And so this is where all the problems start. All the problems start. So shopping mall is created, the whole world is created by the slip of ignorance. And the self-centered attitude goes there, oh, I like this place, I don't like this place, I don't like this food, I don't like this food, I like this person, I don't like this person. All this shopping is done by the self-centered attitude. Don't forget it. Okay, why I'm saying this is that, do you agree with me that this is just a pool of atoms? You agree? Many of you, you're not even looking at me. And you say, yes. Right? Okay, what is this? You see this as a flower, but in actuality, if you go ultimately analysis, you just see a pool of atoms. You getting it? So, where is this flower coming from? From your mind. Nobody else is creating it. Your mind is creating it. You're getting it? So over there, if at all something is there, it is the pool of atoms. But your mind, to your mind, a flower appears. That flower is simply what your mind creates, and objectively, if at all something is there, is nothing more than the pool of atoms. You're getting it? So this is like this flower that your mind is creating it. Now you get some idea. When I say the flower is created by your mind, it's a pool of atoms, and still it appears as a flower to the conventional analysis. It's just a perception taking place. Objectively, there's nothing, there's a flower. Where's this flower come from? From your mind, that's it. So likewise, the dream shopping mall is just what your mind creates. And then you go into it, and then you do, I like this, I don't like, you show affinity. You show affinity, and you show the disliking or liking. Likes and dislikes is all related to selfishness. You're going to get self-centered attitude. So, these two combined together then gives rise to inappropriate tension. Wow, Chanel is so good. Okay, is there anybody who can tell me why diamond is, what is the most expensive thing in the world? Diamond. Why is diamond so expensive? Why? Anyone? Huh? Because it's rare. Who said it? Raise hands. Okay, say your name. Rahul. Rahul says it's rare. Okay. So Rahul, are you expensive as diamond? Because you are very rare. In this world, there's only one Rahul. Only one Rahul who is in Diabag now.
I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't think so. I'm that rare. I'm just like any other being.
No, so you are very rare. There's only one. Your parents have only one Rahul. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. My parents having one.
So this Rahul, which your parents, what is your father's name?
Ganesh.
What is your mother's name?
Anita.
Okay. Rahul, the son of Ganesh and Anita, in this world there's only one person. You agree? And that too, the one who is in Japan now. Is only one in the world. In this universe, only one. It's so rare. Are you so expensive? Okay. Look, give me the reason. Anyone, why diamond is very expensive? I'll ask the lily diamond. Why?
Actually, the story of diamond, because before nobody was interested of diamond, but then one company created a big PR company about the diamonds, and now they are very expensive because of the one company of PR, you know.
When was this company started?
I don't know, maybe like 100 years ago, but not
100
much.
before that, diamond is still.
Yeah, before that, diamond
sure?
was nothing. Yeah.
Which means you have no real understanding of diamond. If you look at the pharaohs, the kings who existed 1,000 years ago, look at the artifacts discovered. They have diamonds there. You getting it? Okay, the girl here, the girl over there, why diamonds expensive?
Geshe, I think from what I know, because of its qualities. So I know that it shines so bright, and it's brighter than just a glass, and I think it's very strong.
Okay, so the light is more expensive than the bright. The diamond, they don't glow in the night, but the light, electric lamp, they glow in the night. It's more expensive. Huh? So this is not only that it glows, it also illuminates everything else. This is so. Okay. So people are excited. There are so many hands coming up. Okay, let's see what this girl has to say. Kunsel. I don't think she has correct answer. She has no experience. She never seen diamond. I also never seen diamond.
Because we are exaggerating its qualities. That's why diamond is
Expensive.
expensive, yeah.
Okay, let us exaggerate the quality of Kunsel as more precious than diamond, right, Kunsel? Then you become more expensive than diamond. We'll exaggerate. Okay, what Kunsel said is very, very meaningful. You're getting it? These are things you think about it. Do think about it. Perhaps this can be a lifelong journey. You're getting it? You think about it. What do you think of? Why diamond is very expensive? You're getting it? You must think about it. This is not an easy answer. And then when you give the answer, when you get some answer, don't think that this is the answer. Let other people ask you more questions, and you will not. I'm sure that you will not get a satisfactory answer, even if you explore for the next 100 years. Okay, so now, with this in mind, what I'm saying is that what are the internal factors responsible for creating all the problems? What are internal factors responsible for creating all the problems? Self-grasping, ignorance, and self-centered attitude. These are two factors. Okay. First, self-grasping, ignorance. If you remove that, you remove the shopping mall. The moment the shopping mall is no more there, the moment the dream shopping mall is no more there, then the shopper doesn't have any work to do. The shopper doesn't have any work to do. You're getting it? Semyodama has no work to do. So Semyodama feels bored. Right? So no attachment will start. So that way, all problems relate to the shopping mall. And what is that? Precious night. If nobody creates the precious night, then the fights happening in the precious night will stop. You're getting it? Say in the dream, the sleep of ignorance in the dream creates the nightclubs. And then you self-centered energy goes there to take part in the nightclub. If the nightclub is closed, all the consequences, all the repercussions, the fines otherwise to happen, what is that? The bouncers? What is bouncers? Why bouncers? It's for young people to have fun. What are bouncers? Why? And bouncers, they also dance with you? They don't. Why keep these boring people there? Why? Because there's a consequence there. You're getting it? Consequences are there. Fires happening. Killing happening. And then the boys, girls screaming out of, for life. Screaming. All this happens. So the bouncers kept there. Right? Because of consequences. So whenever somebody enters into this nightclub, think of these bouncers. Why these bouncers? You're getting it? Consequences are there. We forget the consequences. And the consequences are there. So imagine in the dream that the dream stops to create this nightclub. Then the person who is so self-centered energy will not walk in. Then all the fights will stop. You're getting it? So in other words, all our problems, they're created by external factors are there, plus internal factors are there. And external factors, they become external factors because of the internal factors. You're getting it? And if the internal factors are not there, external factors become meaningless. For example, say, when small children, they fight. Hey, small children, they fight. For, say, small child A, small child B is a competitor. Fights. So therefore, external factor. If the small child A, if a big man comes, small child B cannot do anything. So it's not external factor. What becomes if small child B becomes external factor? Because the other person is very vulnerable. So therefore becomes the external factor. But if the person A is very strong, small child B cannot do anything. There is no external factor. Even the external factor is because of the internal factor. You're getting it? Okay. Having said this, believe it or not, all the problems, what we said is ye dharma hetu prabhava. All these misery, experiences of happiness and miseries, they are due to the causes. And what are the causes? They are taught by the Tathagata. And what are the causes which the Tathagata taught? Nagarjuna summarized them by saying, ceasing comes afflictions is nirvana. Comes afflictions arise from conceptualization of inappropriate attention, and which in turn arises from elaboration of self-grasping ignorance, and the elaboration ceases through the wisdom of emptiness. So 5 points. Of the 5 points, what is the last point? What is the last point? The cause of the suffering. That is not the cause of suffering. This is the cause of liberation. What's the cause of elaboration of self-grasping ignorance? Self-grasping ignorance. Okay, look. Self-grasping ignorance is the root of the problems. Yet, for this shopper to be so attached, or for the person who wants to go into the nightclub, first nightclub should be there. You agree? If the nightclub is not there, you cannot go there. Even though you want to go, you cannot go there. So selfishness wants to go there, but if the nightclub is not there, then the selfishness cannot go in there. So somebody has to create the nightclub. That is, who creates this? Self-grasping ignorance. Ignorance creates this dream. And you think this objective, this real nightclub there in the dream is a real nightclub, and then you go there. You go there. Selfishness goes there. You getting it? So the self-grasping ignorance, the nightclub without anybody getting in is not a nightclub. You agree? If there's nobody goes there, it's not a nightclub. So therefore, nightclub means it is created by self-centered, self-grasping ignorance, and somebody has to go there. That who goes there? Who makes somebody go there? Self-centered attitude makes you to go there. So self-grasping ignorance creates all the phenomena. Self-centered attitude goes into there. So these two put together, then the inappropriate tension, gross afflictions, contaminant karmas, they all arise out of these two coming together. You getting it? So this is where you will learn how your mind works. How your mind works. So then with this, then we accumulate negative karma. Then the consequence, suffering ensues. So therefore, if you really want to help others, and as parents, if you really want to help your children, the best thing is teach them how to not accumulate negative karma. And how not to accumulate negative karma? How? How not to engage in afflictions. How to stop that? How to not exaggerate the qualities of the objects. Inappropriate attention should be stopped. How to stop that? Teach them how not to see things as objective real. And not only that, teach them how not to be selfish. If you teach these two things, this is the best gift that you can give to your children. This will protect the child from this life, suffering of this life, suffering of the future lives. And this child will become the beacon of light to benefit all the other beings because of his or her wisdom. So this is what I can do. So having said this, now let me conclude by saying that all our problems, they should be the initial cause. You're getting it? They should be initial cause. Initial cause is self-grasping ignorance and self-centered attitude. So these two makes you to accumulate, makes you have inappropriate attention, and then afflictions, and then contaminated karmas. So contaminated karmas, they are like the arrows. They are like the arrows shot from many, many lifetimes. Arrows are already shot. Arrow created by self-grasping ignorance and shot by self-centered attitude. You're getting it? So these two things, they shot the arrow of the karma. And how many karmas are flying in the air? Millions of karmas are flying in the air. Millions of karmas are flying in the air. The millions of karmic arrows are flying in the air. We don't see them. They're flying in the air. You're getting it? And they can hit us one after the other, one after the other. Sometimes we become sick. Sometimes you hear the bad news. Sometimes, right, problems happen. Any kind of problems happen. Any kind of problems happen, like, hey, no problems. Problems like? Health problems, breakups. Career problem, yes, UPSC. This word UPSC, instant your hair stand, right? Tension builds up. Pinzola? Yes. Okay. Okay, so look, these are things. So there, all these arrows are flying in the air. Some arrows are extremely powerful. Some arrows are smaller. You're getting it? And these arrows, anytime they can hit you. Anytime they can hit you. Sometimes 10, 20 of them hit you together. For example, like you cannot talk to your husband. You cannot talk to your parents. You cannot talk to your children. You cannot talk to your boss. You cannot talk to your juniors, right? Sometimes it happens. You cannot talk to anybody, right? You remember? Did you come across such situation? Raise hands. Yeah, sometimes it happens. For example, say you have a little bit of conflict with your husband or with your wife. And then your mother says, it's okay, okay. Then you say, what okay? What okay, right? Next time you cannot talk to your mom, right? And your father heard it. You're shouting at your mom. And the father is also, not going to tell you okay, because he will also receive what okay, right? So he's also, now you cannot talk to your husband. You cannot talk to your mom. You cannot talk to your, and the child goes, Mom, what mom? Right? What mom? You're going to go to your dad, right? And the dad hears this, your husband hears this, and disturbed, right? Now you cannot talk to your mom, dad, husband, children, and then you go work, right? And says, good morning, right? Your colleague says, good morning. And then you have a very cold face, right? Good morning. What happened? What did I do, right? Now you cannot talk to your colleague also, right? And then you have some desperate need of help. Now, in the phone, everywhere, you cannot talk. You become so happy, you feel so suffocated, you feel like imprisoned. How many of you once in a while feel like this? So suffocating. Yes, it happens. It's all because of the different arrows are hitting you. So when the arrows hit you, if the arrows hit you, how can you protect yourself? Huh? In the olden times, in the wars, there were arrows shooting, and the other side, and how did they protect themselves from the arrows? You have the shield. You carry shield. And what are the shields? Shield of the bodhicitta and the shield of wisdom emptiness. And these are two shields. But the two demons, what two demons? Which shot the arrow? Self-grasping ignorance, self-centered attitude. These two remove the two shields. Self-grasping ignorance removes the shield of the wisdom of emptiness. You getting it? How many of you have the shield of wisdom of emptiness in your hands? We don't have the shield. Who removed the shield? Because self-grasping ignorance. It removes the shield. And how many of the shield of bodhicitta? We don't have. Who removed that shield? Self-centered attitude removes the shield. Now the arrows are flying, coming hit you. And you want to be shielded. And the two shields are removed by the self-grasping and self-centered attitude. And the arrows hit you and you die. Whereas, if the shields are there, arrow hits you and the arrow drops. That's it. You are not affected. But unfortunately, these two demons, they shot the arrow, these two demons also remove the shields. You're getting it? So that you become so vulnerable. Okay, to how many of you it makes sense? It makes some sense. Yeah, that's very... Yes, okay. Having said this, now that self-grasping ignorance, we have to remove this, who create the arrow and who removes the shield of wisdom of emptiness. And you also have to remove the self-centered attitude, which is one who shot the arrow and who removes the shield of bodhicitta. You're getting it? You have to remove these two demons from our mind. Okay. Now, what is the mark of having removed, what is the mark of you being successful in removing these two? Or in other words, what is the mark of you being a successful Dharma practitioner? What is the mark? Simply because you're in Dharma for like the last 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, doesn't mean anything. You getting it? It does not tell you that you are a good Dharma practitioner. Real Dharma practitioner is saying what Leo Tolstoy said. I recently saw this, I was just fascinated. What he said was that, I don't want to listen to your religion. Let me repeat it. I don't want to listen to your religion. I want to see your religion in your action. Let me repeat it. I don't want to see your religion. I don't want to listen to your religion. I don't want to listen to your religion. I want to see your religion in your action. You're getting it? In your action. Likewise, real Dharma practice is not marked by how many years you are in the Dharma. Real mark of the Dharma practice is determined by you are the best person. How to judge? How? Whenever you go through difficulties, whenever I go through difficulties, you go through difficulties, whenever we go through difficulties, when the blame goes to external, you are still a baby Dharma practitioner. You are not a real Dharma practitioner. When the blame goes outside, when the automatic blame goes outside, then you are still not a real Dharma practitioner. Whereas, spontaneously, if the blame goes to the, hey, the blame goes to the internal factors. Like there are many seniors who gave the correct answer. I'm still listening, waiting for the younger ones to say. Internal factors like self-grasping ignorance and self-centered attitude. When the blame goes to these two particular self-centered attitude, self-grasping you have to tackle with the wisdom of emptiness. And self-centered attitude tackled through the compassion. So when the blame goes to these two demons, self-grasping and self-centered attitude, then you are a true Dharma practitioner. Whereas sometimes it can become like, and then you come to attend the retreats, you learn these things, and then finally when problems come to you, I learned from retreat that I cannot blame outside, I'm the one. Okay, you blame yourself. This is again incorrect. Blaming yourself is the worst. Don't blame yourself because you are very precious. You say, I'm hopeless, I'm not good at anything. And he said in the class, the blame should go to inward. I'm the one, I'm bad. This is the worst. If at all you have to blame should not go to you. Blame should go to yourself. Grasping ignorance and self-centered attitude. These two are not you. Remove these two and this you. You are so precious. You will become Buddha to protect yourself and protect everyone. You are so precious. Don't ever underestimate yourself. Don't ever undermine yourself. Don't ever hate yourself. You are so precious. You're getting it? You're so precious. You have the Buddha nature. If at all you are angry with somebody, you should be angry towards self-grasping, ignorance, self-centered attitude. The blame should go these two, not to yourself, not to others. But it doesn't mean that somebody bullies you. Oh, my self-centered attitude, my self-grasping, ignorance. Don't be stupid. Somebody bullies you, external factors are there. Take care of the external factors. Make sure that the external factors don't bully you. Meanwhile, to get rid of the external factors completely, if you become a Buddha, no external factors can affect you. You getting it? So how to become Buddha? Remove the two demons inside. Remove the two demons inside. No external factor can defeat you. Do you agree with me? When you wake up completely, nothing in the dream can affect you. You agree? Nothing in the dream, because everything stopped with respect to you. You are woken up. So likewise, you see the emptiness directly, you become Buddha. Nothing in the dream of samsara can affect you. That's a total liberation. Okay, so with this in mind, we see that if the blame, this is very interesting. So something wrong happens to you. You feel so painful. When you feel the pain of sadness, whatever. Okay, now look, I'm feeling the pain. The blame goes to the self-grasping, and again look, my self-grasping, self-centered. These two are so active. They've removed the shield. The two shield. Now I'm feeling the pain. Arrow hits and you feel the pain only if you don't have the shield. You agree? Okay. How many think that I'm speaking so fast? Yeah, I learned that people say that you're speaking so fast. You don't know that you're not aware that you're speaking so fast. All right? Okay, I'm sorry. If I'm speaking, okay. So what I'm saying is that, okay, what I'm saying? Okay, so the blame, if you start to feel the pain, and the blame goes to these self-centered attitudes, self-grasping ignorance, this is a true magic. How? The moment when the blame goes to outside, that person, this person, so forth, then your irritation explodes. You getting it? Irritation builds up. Whereas the moment the blame goes to the self-centered attitude, self-grasping ignorance, irritation subsides and you feel the lightness. This is amazing. This is so precious. If that happens, you don't require anybody to tell you that you are a good Dharma practitioner. You should know you are truly the real warrior against the self-grasping and self-centered attitude. You are truly the victor. This is the real indication of you being a good Dhamma practitioner. Okay, so these people, how do you know, as you as an outsider, how do you know that such a person is there? When you go to these people, you feel the calmness. Sometimes if you meet with somebody, you see that some kind of disturbance builds up. You don't want to be with this person, you want to run away. Sometimes you feel that. If that is the case, generally speaking, how the person talks, from there, that person is like that, this person like this, that person, so which means that you have to stay away from such people. Whereas you go to someone and then you start to feel goodness in every other person. Not necessarily every being, not necessary to some really the evil people who destroy the world. Oh, he's good. No. Really, the good people identified. There are so many good people. Not that, you only talk about the bad people. There's so many good people, and automatically even the word that you utter is about good people, appreciation of good people, and more the neutral with the bad people. You don't really talk, you go into the gossip of other people. Rather, you speak good things about other people. These are the where you go there, you just feel like staying there. You just feel like staying there where you feel good. You feel good, and you also feel like you're inspired, to talk something good about other people, which means that other person is a good Dhamma practitioner. Okay, so this is what we need. So from this we see that self-centered attitude, this is one of the two major factors which attracts all the miseries, which remove the shield of the bodhicitta so that the arrow hits you and you feel the pain in the form of tears and so forth. So self-centered attitude is so vicious. If you really want to describe somebody as vicious, you describe the self-centered attitude and self-grasping ignorance, not others. Others also have bodhicitta, Buddha nature. Others also have Buddha nature. Out of ignorance, they are behaving nasty. Out of ignorance, they are really, being cruel. Otherwise, true nature, they are also very pure. So with this in mind, our job is to really get away from work. You have no time. I have no time. We need to work on to get rid of the two internal demons, self-grasping, ignorance, self-centered attitude. The next, how to get rid of self-centered attitude. Okay. How to get rid of self-centered attitude. Getting rid of self-centered attitude, we see that the highest level of the practice is the practice of bodhicitta. To get rid of this self-centered attitude. To remove the self-centered attitude, just believe it or not, your life will become extremely beautiful and extremely easy. Not complicated. So easy and so beautiful. Right? In fact, like, under normal situation, everything is beautiful. Even it's simple, but dry bread, even that is so delicious. Even that is so delicious. And then particularly when talk about, say, you become a Buddha, where your self-centered attitude removed completely. So this girl, look at this girl. What is this girl doing? Jump, jump, jump. Yes, so she's reminding me, only 5 minutes. Thank you, Pamela. Okay, so on the, what was he saying? Okay, if you become a Buddha, where your self-centered attitude is removed completely, even the external factors otherwise so bad, the moment it comes in contact with you, it becomes perfect. Okay, one example I'd like to give you was that it was at the time of the Buddha, when the whole place where the Buddha was residing, the whole place, it was hit with famine, drought and famine. People did not have anything to eat, including the Buddha. Nothing to eat. So Buddha's attendant, who was the attendant? Ananda, Venerable Ananda. So he went in search of food for the Buddha. And finally he met one merchant. And the merchant with his, in olden times, no cars, nothing. He was with his horses. And he asked the merchant, the Tathagata Buddha requires food. Please give me some food. And the merchant said that, I don't have any food. I don't have any food. But if you don't mind, I'll give you, if it's okay, I'll give you the food which is meant for my horses. If it's okay. Which means it's not human food for the horses. And Ananda becomes so desperate. He said, yes, okay. Then the merchant gave him some horse food, which is very gross. And Ananda offered this to the Buddha, because nothing was there to offer. And they offered to the Buddha, and the Buddha consumed. And Ananda, watching the Buddha, Ananda started to cry. And the Buddha asked Ananda, Ananda, why are you crying? And Ananda said that the time is too degenerated, that even the Tathagata has to feed on animal foods. And the Buddha said, Ananda, don't worry. Anything that comes in contact with the Tathagata, it will become elixir. What is elixir? What is elixir? Hey, what is elixir? What is amrit? What is elixir? It's a nectar. It's a nectar, ambrosia. Ambrosia, nectar, amrit. Okay, in Russian, what do you call this? Nectar, ambrosia. Okay, same. Thank you. In German? Same. Okay. Okay, good. So the Buddha told that Ananda, no need to cry, because you are worried that the Tathagata has to eat the animal food. For Tathagata, there's no difference. Anything that comes in contact with the Tathagata, everything will become divine. If you don't believe, okay, I will give you 1 grain from my mouth to you. Then Buddha took 1 grain, animal food, grain, gave it to Ananda. Ananda took it, and it is really the elixir. Ananda himself was a prince. He was a prince. He never experienced this taste before. This extremely delicious taste he never experienced before. It's because of the coming in contact with the Tathagata, it becomes divine. So therefore, the moment we become Buddha, self-centered attitude is gone. Nothing can affect you. You getting it? So nothing can affect you. That is where you are so precious. If at all something is wrong, you are not wrong. Don't ever hate yourself. Don't ever underestimate yourself. If at all you have to see something as so vicious, so bad, not others, not yourself, but your self-centered attitude, self-grasping ignorance. If you succeed, this is something that will come to us only through practice. Then, whenever you come across a problem, and then the blame ultimately goes to the self-centered attitude, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas will rejoice in your success of the Dhamma practice. One day I will share this with you, and then we'll stop here for this morning. Once I received phone calls from a young man, and we are very close friends. Then he said that, Geshe, I feel so sad nowadays. I said, what happened? He said that, okay, this is usually the case. He said that whenever I come to join my parents for my holidays, whenever I do that, I stay there for like one month, 2 months, and then the time comes for me to leave my parents. My heart simply sinks and feel the pain. I feel the hollowness, pain, heaviness, and it's very painful. Then I told him that, you are very lucky. He said, no, I'm not lucky. I feel the pain. I feel pain. I said, you are very lucky. He said, no, I'm serious. I'm in pain. I don't like this feeling. It's so painful. I said that, believe it or not, in the past, the practitioners, they leave their family, they leave the humanity, they go into the mountains to practice, to feel this pain. To feel this pain, when you feel the pain, who's responsible? My self-centered attitude is responsible. For them to identify the culprit of this pain. All are tears, they should be the culprit. Who's the culprit? Self-centered attitude is the culprit. So in order to identify that, they simply leave everything so that they don't get food to eat and they feel the pain. And who's responsible? Then they are so happy that they feel the pain, because of which they get the chance to identify the culprit, which is self-centered attitude. Then they work to get rid of the self-centered attitude, and they become the victors. You getting it? They become the victors. So I said, you are very meritorious. For example, okay, so there's only one doctor, to check For example, say something wrong in your body, they inject you with some chemicals. Where through the screen, through computer, you can see where this chemical is flowing. You getting it? This chemical is radioactive. It's not good, but it's in a very low dose, that one time in 5 years is okay. But if a little more dose or frequently, you will die because of cancer. Your body will be affected. These are radioactive chemicals. You're getting it? So why that poison is injected into the body? To detect the problem, where the problem is. You're getting it? To detect the problem. So likewise, the pain is deliberately, these practitioners deliberately go out to feel the pain so that they could identify the real culprit, where the pain is coming from, where this radioactive is going, and where it gets stuck. They could see that. So likewise, these practitioners, they identify where the self-centered attitude is, how the self-centered attitude is affecting you to create the pain. They deliberately go into isolation to feel the pain. So in your case, without going to isolation, you feel the pain. That's so lucky. People have to sacrifice everything. You don't have to sacrifice anything. And still you get the result which they're expecting. And you get it, you are very fortunate. So this is a real Dharma practice. You don't require anybody to tell you that, oh, you are just Milarepa, you are this very successful Dharma practitioner. No, you don't require anybody to give a certificate that you are Dharma practitioner. You don't require that. Right? Real Dharma practitioner is determined by, for me, for Ajiji, for me, from Daria. Then from Dr. Julia or from Helena. From me, from you. Okay. Oh, that's good. But the question is not too clear. Is a reminder that you are reminding me? Okay. So is veils of omniscience. This is the what exactly is what exactly is cognitive obscuration. Okay, so this will okay. What we do is today is the second last day, right? Okay, what we do is that Yelena, you remind me in the afternoon session. So now we have to go through the bodhicitta. And before we close, then we will do this. Remind me. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you. Yes, what is that? Thank you. This is also a reminder.
More dependent origination on 3 levels.
Yes, okay. 3 things. We'll do that. Okay, good. So, yes, there are 3 things for us to do. Okay, that we can do.
Yesterday we were discussing the configuration question on anything.
Okay. Configuration that if you get time. If you get time, but these 3 things I promise to do, right? Okay, if I leave without explaining this, then they will be responsible. So I have to do it. They demand it. But this one is something, it requires longer time. If we get time, we'll do that. But continue to remind me. Thank you. Okay. Shenge meto dege bonjamba sege lembo tabo jebe ko shage gebo kela cha se Om Mone Mone Mahamonaye Swaha. 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 We get two processions together.